Hi, my name's Anna, and in July, I became a mom. Having less clutter has actually made my life as a mom more enjoyable, but there are a few things that I've come to love. So I watched my fair share of YouTube videos before I had my son 2 months ago, and I think what I learned from those is too much information is not always helpful. In the same way, too much stuff is not always helpful. At least it wasn't for me in my experience. I'm only 2 months in, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But truly, less has made my motherhood experience a more enjoyable experience. Less stuff, less clutter, more purpose behind the items that I intentionally own. And so I wanted to share that with you. This is a video that I wish that I watched before I had my son. So hopefully it helps some of you along the way. Okay, so starting off, I would say that one of the best purchases I made was anything that took care of me as a mom the first few weeks of having baby. Truly, I don't think you need very much. I think you need more than anything you can buy. Support, people to come over, and community to lift you up during that time. Now that I'm a few months out, I do have a list of things that make my life easier, but that is top of the list. One, we don't really have a nursery. We have a little section of our room that our baby stays in. For now, he's staying in a bassinet right next to our bed, but he does have a little area where his changing table is, and we also have a rocking chair there. And in that area, the only decor we have are little bookshelves, and I turned one of those bookshelves upside down, and that's where his clothes hang. Me, my husband, and him all share a dresser in there. That's also the changing table. That is just super helpful for me to not be overwhelmed by clutter and just be able to see, okay, he has 3 clean outfits today that I can use. And then if I need to, I can go into his drawers. We also have these light strips, and so we stuck them underneath the bookshelves. And that's really helpful at nighttime when we're changing him. We turn that on, or if I'm reading to him in the chair, we have one there too. Speaking of light, this is probably not necessary, but for the first few weeks, it was really helpful for me. I have a night light that it's just a sphere, and when I turn it upside down like this, the light comes on, and when I turn it like this, the light comes off, and it's rechargeable. It's not plugged in or anything. That was super helpful if he made a noise and I needed to check on him, just to turn on the light really quick, look, and turn it back off. Also, our house is pretty small and we're very limited in storage, so we were worried about where we're going to put all our diapers. But we got an over-the-door organizer, and that's where we keep all of his size 1 for now diapers, and for now the other diapers are under our bed. So it's really nice to be able to see, okay, this is how many diapers in this size we have left, and then we grab our wipes and we're ready to go. I would also recommend, if you are going with a changing table, to have a basket or something where you can have the diapers so that you aren't constantly reaching for a box of diapers or something like that. So my husband and I each have a carrier that we prefer. My husband likes the more structured carriers, and I really enjoy the wrap carriers. I use the wrap when maybe I'm cooking dinner and I need my hands free or something like that. And then my husband uses his carrier when we're going somewhere like the farmer's market, or it would also be good for a hike. So having 2 separate wraps that kind of serve 2 purposes has been, even though they're a little bit more expensive, for us, it's been worth the money. Another thing that I saw a lot of variety on when I was looking at YouTube videos was a bouncer for him. Right now, he's in his bouncer chair now. He really likes it. It's really nice to be able to put him down, and he is totally fine in the bouncer chair. So there are so many options when it comes to something that you can put baby down in, and good luck sifting through all of those. For us and our baby, he was really liked the bouncer chair, and I think a lot of our friends' babies also really like the bouncer chair. It's just easy to know he always has a place. It doesn't take up that much room in our home either, so that's been nice as well. Okay, these are 2 small items. One, we got a nail trimmer that is battery operated, and it's like a nail filer. I'll link it below. That has been amazing. I would say that you don't really need anything else besides the nail filer, because the nail filer is really good at just like keeping his nails soft and not sharp, and they have different sizes for as he grows. That was really helpful to have. And then good morning. Okay, he's awake now, so we got to wrap this up. But the other thing that I would recommend is a stain remover, and I'll link the one that we have below. Obviously, you'll need a stain remover, but this one It's really, really good at taking out poop stains. We've never ever had a problem or anything stain, so that's been really good. Okay, bonus for moms, I would recommend 3 things. 1, diapers, maternity diapers. For the first week or so, I lived in those diapers. Obviously, the hospital will give you pads or something like that, but diapers are just, hi buddy. They're just easier and easier to clean up in my opinion. So I would recommend getting yourself at least 1 pack of diapers, as well as I got this drink thing or a mixture that you can put into a drink, and one was for afterbirth contractions when I was nursing. First of all, those hurt. I didn't know that, but those hurt, which is just your body doing its job, so that's good. But I had that, and I also had a mood stabilizer for the first few weeks that you can put into a drink, and I highly recommend. I think those really worked for me. I know it might not work for everyone, but I'll link them just in case that's something that you're worried about. Those were like game changing for me in the first week and a half, 2 weeks. And then the third thing for mamas that I would recommend is washable nursing pads, like something that you can just stick in your bra or stick in your bra when you're nursing on the other side. I use these every single day. I have 20 individual, and they're super easy. You just throw them in the wash. They come out clean, no problem. I highly recommend those. They make my life a lot easier, and I'm not wasting. They're super easy to wash and reuse. Okay, we're all done. All right, that's all I have time for. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll link everything that I mentioned down below. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, let's go. Bye.